Hello, this is Margaret Schlachter here with David Mainprize from Conquer the Gauntlet, but we are not talking Conquer the Gauntlet today. We're talking about your new event, Conquer Youth. So, David, thanks for talking to us. And what is Conquer Youth? Tell us about it.
Conquer Youth is going to be a youth obstacle course. So it's going to be a Ninja Warrior style event that's going to be a standalone event just for kids. So it's going to be ages 5 through 17, so pretty wide age range there. But it's going to be a standalone event, not on the days of Conquer the Gauntlet, and it's just going to be an awesome youth event for people to get involved in OCR when they're younger.
Cool. So, a lot of people like there's been a few standalone kids events that have kind of happened throughout the years, and there are some around. Definitely not where you are right now. So you're pioneering that in the Midwest area and
Cool.
Center America. But you know, I hear this question all the time when it comes to kids events. What are the obstacles going to be like? And are you just putting up little like pallets to have kids go over, or like what are you building for the kids in terms of the obstacles?
No, so I guess you like you mentioned, I guess there's been some kid stuff before, and I didn't really know about that. I don't really know what they've done in the past. I know that at our event, and I think most OCRs like Terrain and all the people we know, we put up a kids course, but it's kind of an afterthought. And like you said, it might be a couple of old 2x4s or a pallet that you put some screws in, you know. But this is going to be totally different. So it's going to be a standalone event, and so we obviously want it to be, something that is quality and that's put together well. So we're going to put out some really cool, neat obstacles that are going to be just for the kids. The thing is, everybody just loves Ninja Warrior right now. Like, even though it's pretty much the same thing as OCR, if you just say the word ninja, people think it's cool, like it's just a thing. So we're going to do a lot of ninja style stuff. It's not going to be a mud uh, based event, with a bunch of like mud pits and stuff. Although the kids will probably get dirty, it's going to be more Ninja Warrior style. So there's going to be rings and pegs and monkey bars and fun stuff like that the kids like to swing around from. So it should be pretty cool. On the site, we do have a page with the obstacle kind of drawings of what they're going to be like, so people can kind of check that out. But it should be really fun. It's going to be kind of challenging, I think, because we're going to have small kids, 8 to 9 and under, and then we're also going to have older kids, hopefully even some older teens. And so with that, we're going to have our obstacles tiered to where we have a set of lanes that's smaller that are is safe and doable for kids that are like 5 or 6 years old, and then we're going to have stuff that is going to be big enough to where someone that's almost a full grown adult could go across and not have their feet dragging. So that's kind of the concept we're going with there for that.
Awesome. And are you guys going to be doing prizes at all, or is it more of just a fun run for the kids?
Yeah,
Or
no, not no prizes as far as like a competitive wave or anything like that. At least right now, it's going to be cool because in the past, at least at Conquer the Gauntlet, we've just kind of given them a adult medal and said thanks for going through the kids course. But on this, it's going to be like we said, standalone. So everything will be geared specifically for the kids. So we'll have cool little shirts for them and cool medals for them and little smaller wristbands. And so those will be the prizes or the swag pack or whatever you want to call it. So they'll be all specific for them.
awesome. And
Yeah.
you, I mean, we just saw before you started recording, you're now a father. So what
That's
does
right.
it mean now that, I mean, you literally have like a newborn just on the other side of your camera, but
Right.
I mean, what does it mean for you now to be able to put on this kids only event, being that you're now a dad yourself?
Right. I mean, I've only been a dad for about 8 days, so I don't quite know everything, but I know almost all of it. No, I know nothing about being a dad, but it is really cool to kind of Conquer the Gauntlet's always been a family-owned event and a family-friendly event, and this just kind of plays into that even more so, and really helps to bring in people that maybe are even weren't involved in OCR in any way to being around it. And I think it's really cool to get kids to start young. Obviously that's a really cool concept, and hopefully it's something that ends up being successful to where these 8 and 10 and 12 and 15-year-olds start being involved in the sport and going to all the different races and showing up to OCR Worlds and all that stuff. So that's just kind of the flow for me, is that I think it's just a really neat environment to be around, and I think it's something that could be pretty cool.
I think it's great. And I think that who knows, maybe some 8-year-old that comes to your event's going to be the next Conquer the Gauntlet pro team member in another like 10 years.
Right. Exactly. That's very cool. I love that idea.
Yeah, so where can people find out if they want to find out more about Conquer Youth? Does it have its own standalone website, or is it part of the Conquer the Gauntlet website?
No, it has its own website. It's just conqueryouth.com. They can go there and find out every single thing they could want to know, or they can always email us, contact@conqueryouth.com. And there's links, of course, to go between Conquer Youth and Conquer the Gauntlet if they kind of want to check out the two and see how they're related. And kind of going back to what you were just saying, we're going to have, and maybe this is one of your questions already going to be later, but we're going to try to make sure we have some really cool things out there for the kids other than just the course. I want to have, some Conquer the Gauntlet pro team athletes, and as well as just some ninja warriors and people that are kind of well known in the sport that kids can start looking up to and, being like, oh, I want to be like them someday and work towards that.
I think that's great. And are you going to work with any other? Are you going to create kind of a festival area, hopefully for the kids as well, where it kind of brings in some kids fitness and kids nutritional type stuff?
For sure, yeah. I'm kind of just running all of this right now. It's all pretty new, but I'm definitely trying to reach out and get some stuff like that going on. It is going to be cool because the festival area will have the typical vendors that we're going to try to bring in as far as food and whatever else. But then also for sure, definitely want to have Boy Scouts and gymnastics places, and just all the little things that we want to connect with in the communities like that. So yeah, that's going to be really cool. The other fun thing is that 8-year-olds generally don't just show up to events alone. They're going to be with their parents, so those parents are going to get exposed to the sport and to Conquer the Gauntlet in general, which is neat because and you've been around OCR so much, even more than I have, to where you kind of understand who the demographic is of people running OCRs, and this is a very different demographic, and so it will be cool to get them involved in the sport and maybe bring in some new blood and some new people.
Well, I think this all sounds great. And David, I am so excited for, to see and to have like I'm already like thinking, hopefully we can have an Instagram stories takeover at one of the youth events. And I don't know,
awesome.
Hand like a 12-year-old. Bonnie's probably going to kill me right now, but hand like a 12-year-old to say like Instagram story your day. So.
Yes.
But this is great, and thank you so much, and congratulations to you, and for being a new dad yourself, and excited to see as well the birth of Conquer Youth. So conqueryouth.com. Thanks, David.
Well, thanks, Margaret. I appreciate it.